Pray God not watching me. Arm to the T, suppressor on the carbon 15. Still not in the rapper conversations, I promise it don't bother me the least. Long as it ain't stopping me from eating. I've been chasing bread since a fetus. I was taught my Miranda rights before I learned the Pledge of Allegiance. Never flying Spirit or Allegiant unless I got my parachute packed. Fortunate I made it out the gutter, I promise I would never move back. All these bitches, I might need a nap. All these bitches, I might lose track. Ladies love me, I'm a cool cat. We just kick it, I'm a shoe rack. Pockets crippin' all these blue backs, but metaphorically I'm seeing green. Clientele tapping on the window and me and Piff was serving through the screen. Missing Piff, I hoped it was a dream. I woke up, you're still gone. They say time heals all, they never told me how long. Papa never popped up, mama had to raise me all on her own. Papa nothing but a coward, mama ain't made me all on her own. All that ever made me was more strong. Well, maybe just a little bitter. I done grown numb to it, no feelings. Guess we grow from it if it don't kill us. Raised by pimps, prostitutes, and killers, what can I say? I think drug dealing might as well be my family trade. I ain't have no maid when it got paid, now I got it made. Tomorrow's still not promised, all a nigga can do is pray. That God's not watching you. If he was, he'd be ashamed. You nothing but a disappointment, damn homie, you ain't nothing like you claim. You ain't no big homie, you been getting extorted, paying niggas off so they don't pick on you. You ain't causing havoc, you ain't about the action, you ain't got the stick on you. You and I are not the same, and take some pocket change out and put a hit on you. Sega 12 with the switch, fat ass shells looking like rigatoni. Life's a bitch and she sucks. I just tell it how it is, call it real spill, maybe I'm a klutz. I got all these babies yet, I ain't never gave 2 fucks. Call it hard work, call it dedication, never call it luck. I grew up without a maid, when it got paid, now I got it made. Tomorrow never was promised, all a nigga can do is pray. That God's not watching us. Nas kick the door, you know how it go, now we all fucked. Niggas stop the toilet up with the pounds, now it won't flush. We gon' all get taxed, cause you know scared niggas don't hush. Oh, what a nightmare, thank God I finally woke up. With somebody lady, now she talking crazy, told me keep in touch. With somebody lady, and I thought I loved her till I bust a nut. Then I snapped back 5950, back to my senses, back to my mission, back to my business. She can't be my missus, I'ma kill that pussy, she a living witness. She gon' swear she miss me, but I know she kidding. Hold my heart frozen, I can't even feel it. Here's a cold shoulder, bitches getting chilly. Stacking my pennies, trying not to spend it, just to bring Scooby snacks to my kiddies. All my people eat, only way we living, we ain't got to worry, I know how to get it. Call me Chef Carrot, I'ma keep the trays coming in my kitchen. Thank the chef in kitchen, put up double digits. You just bust the dishes, those my only wishes. We don't waste a smidget, sipping on success, bad for my kidneys, so I gotta pass it like a Mike Bibby. On to my brother, then to my brother, then to my sister. Hope you get the picture, long live pills.
DT the Kid.
M Harris Films, what you doing?
Sold not for sale, 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 sold not for sale. Hey, I come to fuck up the summer. I come in just like Obama. I got that yig in the yang. If you want peace in this drama, you put that blame on my anger, but I put that blame on my hunger. How could I ever think clean when all of this garbage among us? They claim to be moving them bricks by the bundle, but ain't never been to Colombia. Get shot in the back of your head just for paying attention in front of you. They talking about stacking that bread. The real question, my nigga, who you feeding, bro? Ever thought about lifting your people up? Give 100 a nigga who need a buck. I was lame, I was off, I was cold, I was dumb to the game. I was young, now I'm old. I don't bend, I don't break, I don't quit, I don't fold. I done sold many things, but I would never sell my soul. I done fought, I done banged, I got knocked, never told. Through the struggles and the pain, never robbed, but I stole. I got fought, I got blamed, pray to God, so we know I done sold many things, but I would never sell my soul. Up the winner, put the whole game in the blender. You know you not no contender, and you know I'm not no pretender. Under understand that we all sinners. When we started out as beginners, how could I ever be free? As soon as I speak, I offend you. Now what's the agenda? My people losing and your people winners. I know the subject is touchy, it's tender. Suffer the pain every time you deliver. Taking a beating while reading the scripture. How could you beat me in front of my children? How could you tear down a man that just built them? Tell them that daddy not strong as the system, yeah. I go, my soul is intact. No bargain, you can't get it back. These are the facts. See that they setting up traps. I just pray that my people come back. You do the math, add to what's leading your path. The root to this evil is cash. Don't even ask, you know they can see through that mask. As soon as you speak, they gon' laugh. I was lost, I was lame, I was off, I was cold, I was dumb to the game. I was young, now I'm old. I don't bend, I don't break, I don't quit, I don't fold. I done sold many things, but I would never sell my soul. I done fought, I done bang, I got knocked, never told. Through the struggles and the pain, never robbed, but I stole. I got fought, I got blamed, pray to God, so we know. I done sold many things, but I would never sell my soul.
Yo, what's poppin', everybody? What's good? Hold on one second. Let me make sure my fiance know I'm live. Hold on one second. So check this out. I wanted to jump on here and get this live in before I go back to work, right? I go back to work tomorrow, so I had been wanting to do this live for a while, right? Dealing with religion. This may be a trigger to some people. Religion is a tough subject for some people to deal with. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. Okay. I'm sorry. I wanted to try to get a little more light in here. The sun going down, so it's getting kind of dark in my room. Hey, Sean, what's happening, babe? So check this out. This is another video dealing with religion. So for those of you who may be triggered by this conversation, I don't know if you want to leave, or if don't know if you want to try to, listen with an open mind. Okay. Again, I have created a new page called, I think it's called No Gods Allowed. Let me see. Let me look and see real quick. My new page that deals with religion. Let me just see. Okay. It's called No Gods Allowed. Is the new channel. No, GAWDZ. No Gods Allowed is the new channel that I'll be posting all the religion stuff over there on that channel. I also have an American Indian channel. It's called Tribe 216. So make sure y'all follow those channels, because I will be shutting down this channel pretty soon. But before I do, I had a Gerald, what's happening with you? Okay, cool. I appreciate it, Gerald. You always been a supporter. Troy, what's up with you? AKD, what's happening? Terry, what's happening with you? Tawanda, what's happening? What's happening? Engine Radio checking in. What's happening, y'all? What's up with everybody? So, this video that I'm gonna play, I didn't watch it all, but I did watch some of it. Okay, there's a content creator out here in the YouTube streets. He goes by the name of, I think it's Talks with Tukay. I know him as 2K. You know what I'm saying? But I think his channel is called Talks with Tukay. So me and Tukay, we're familiar with each other. We're pretty familiar with each other. I ran across Tukay some years ago, right? I ran across Tukay some years ago. Okay. I ran across Tukay some years ago. Tukay used to do videos on religion, and what caught me, matter of fact, my cousin's girl put me on to Tukay. And I went over there to check him out because we was kind of on the same page when it comes to dealing with religion or our thoughts on religion, right? And he has a comical, he comes from a comical standpoint when he talks about religion, which I think is funny. The first time I seen him, I think it was called "God's a Bad Man" or something, and he used the R. Kelly song with it. He came out with a whole fireman suit on and everything, because I guess he was saying he was going to hell. So he came out with a whole fireman suit on and everything. But Tukay, yeah, shout out to him. Yeah, y'all go check Tukay out, man. I believe it's Talks with Tukay. Tukay is a funny dude, man. You know, he's a funny dude. But that's how I ran across him. Now, one time I was over in Tukay's chat, and one of his supporters, you know, felt like they needed to pray for me and Tukay. You know, they felt the need to pray for me and Tukay because they said me and Tukay was going to hell, because I believe I was in the comment section of this one particular live, and I was cutting up with Tukay in the comment section. So one of his supporters said, "Hey, y'all need prayer. I want to pray for y'all," or whatever, right? So I told her to come over on my channel. And I'll just tell y'all, if y'all been around, if many of y'all have been around, y'all remember this night. So this girl comes over on my channel. I tell her to come over on my channel because I had been put out a prayer challenge for any believer to come and pray with me. You feel what I'm saying, Sergeant Films? What's up? So she decides that she wants to pray with me. I told her, "Hey, whoa, I've been waiting on somebody like you. I've been waiting on somebody like you who's going to show me how prayer works," right? Needless to say, she prayed for me, y'all. And I mean, how did that work out? Coach, what up, Coach? What's up? That's my brother, Coach. What's up, Coach? Thought I had the wrong night. Hey, y'all. What up, DeWanda? So she came on and she wanted to pray for me, you know. So I'm gonna ask you guys, how did that work out for her? How did prayer work out for her on praying on me? Because I still don't believe none of this stuff. I don't believe none of it. You get what I'm saying? So how did prayer work? You feel what I'm saying? He said, "I still think you're a wild Indian." I'm definitely a wild Indian, man. Definitely. Love my Indians, man. I love my Indians. Real talk. So what I want to do, though, is I want to play a couple videos from this guy, Tukay. And I'm going to tell you what little bit I have heard, I agree with Tukay. Tukay was on, come on, man. Come on, Coach. Talk to him, Coach. Talk to him, Coach. I agree with Tukay. Tukay, you know, he sounds just like me. I sound just like him when it comes to religion. So I got a short video that I'm gonna react to from Tukay, but then I have a longer video. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play the longer video all the way through, but it, you know, who knows? We'll see. I'm gonna react to some of the longer video because he was hitting some points in what little bit I did here. So let's get this up on the screen and let's listen to Tukay.
To your babies, or you just gonna this guy? Cause they might. I know you don't believe, but I believe.
Okay, so one of my kids, my oldest daughter, she a Christian. My second, she an atheist, and my third, he an atheist.
How you know he a baby?
Okay, well check this out.
Let me jump in right here. I'm gonna be stopping and jumping in for commentary because it's like things that I want to address too. So the interviewer guy is asking 2K, do he push his belief on his children? Now I'm gonna speak for myself, right? I'm gonna speak for myself. I don't push my belief on my children. I let my children find their own way. I don't push Jesus on them. I don't push not believing in Jesus on them, but they do. I don't believe in none of that. I don't push nothing. I don't push nothing that I believe on them. But if they ask me questions, I'm going to tell them. I'm going to speak on it. But I let them find their own way. So I have 4 children. That I have. I've brought them all on my live before. So when it comes to my oldest girl, Jeree is a Christian. She believes in Jesus like her grandpa. All right. When it comes to my 2 boys, my oldest boy, Jalen is more, I think, agnostic. I don't think he believes in, the Jesus Christ story and all of that. I don't think Jalen believes in all of that. But I think Jalen does believe that there's some higher power out there. I believe that's what my oldest boy believes in. I'm not too sure what my youngest boy believes in. I'm kind of leaning that he's probably more like me. Like I just don't think it matters to him. But my youngest girl, which I had her on here, she's more spiritual. She's more into the universe. She's more into meditation. She's a free spirit type of young lady. You feel what I'm saying? So I let them find their way. I even told my older daughter, hey, I was where you was at one point in time also. It was stages I went through that woke me up, So I went through my religious stage too, where I believed in Jesus too. I went through all of that. I went through a stage where I no longer believed in Jesus, but I just believed in a God, right? I felt like you couldn't go wrong with a God. You feel what I'm saying? Yes. I just let them find their own way. I went through a stage where I no longer believed in the religion and stuff, but I did believe in a God. And now I'm at a point where I don't believe in none of that. I don't believe in none of it at all. Like, I just live life in this human experience that I'm experiencing. I just live life, man. I don't feel like we need a God. We have to have a God. Somebody put that in us that we need a God. So, when at the end of the day, when you really look at it, it's you doing all the work. But I'm going to let 2K go ahead on with what he has to say about his children.
How many months he is, bro?
He's 6 months.
He's 6 months.
Now you say,
so he's saying his youngest baby is an atheist, right? And I get what he's saying. Basically, he's saying, hey, my baby came out. He's 6 months. He don't know nothing about no God. My baby is an atheist. He don't believe in a God. He's making a joke. He's being funny, but he's being truthful. He's actually being truthful. His baby don't know anything about a God. It's a baby. 6 months. The baby is a baby. All the baby know is mama and daddy and what's in front of it right now. You get what I'm saying? So if an atheist doesn't believe in gods, then the baby technically would be an atheist. So I get what he's saying. I get the point he's making. The baby don't know nothing about a God.
how you know he an atheist, right? Because ain't nobody taught him nothing. So he don't believe in nothing. You have to be taught to be a Christian.
Somebody taught you about Jesus. Somebody, somewhere, someday, somebody taught you your religion. Somebody taught you about Jesus or whatever God you may believe in. Somebody taught you that. You didn't come out the womb believing in a God.
That fuck you up, didn't it? You have to be taught to be a Christian.
It did.
So my second baby, she ain't been taught about Christianity yet because she basically grew up around me and I don't go to church. So she's still an atheist. So she don't worship a God. She's nothing. So the only thing they believe in is mama and daddy.
And your kids know no Santa Claus and all that, damn.
Nah, we don't know Santa Claus. They're dead.
Easter Bunny.
Matter of fact, I have planted a seed in my older daughter's head though. I told her God stay next door to Santa Claus. So when she figure out Santa Claus ain't real, then she'll figure out Jesus ain't real. They stay next door with each other.
Now let me tell you this.
Now that's a hell of a that's a hell of a way to put it, right? He said, "Hey, I ain't tell my daughter Jesus ain't real or nothing, but he says I tell my daughter that Jesus lived next door to Santa Claus. Jesus lived next door to Santa Claus. So once you find out Santa Claus ain't real, then you'll realize Jesus ain't real either." So I thought that was funny, but hey, he didn't tell her Jesus didn't real. He gonna let her find out on his own. That baby gonna find out on his own. But I like it too, DeWanda. He said, I tell my child, Jesus lived next door to Santa Claus. When you realize that Santa Claus ain't real, you're gonna eventually realize Jesus ain't real too, hopefully. But it doesn't turn out that way for all adults, unfortunately.
Bro, you saying that, and this your interview.
Yeah.
I've never been to Africa yet.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Okay.
But all the data, the pyramids in Jerusalem, as far as what Christianity was born in Jerusalem, stuff like that. Like, do you think whenever you decide to visit that continent, the motherland, you go in these different countries and you see all these different artifacts, and you see like all the memorabilia they have, books, and they say it's missing books from the Bible, all type of different things. If you decide to go to that place, whatever country you may be in, I say Jerusalem because it's like that's where Christianity came from. Mm-hmm. Or you decide to go to Egypt or whatever. Do you think it's going to change you?
The only person that could change my mind is God.
Facts.
All right.
Facts. Big facts. The only person that could change my mind is God. Is God himself. I don't believe in none of this. None of it. But if God wants to prove himself to me, I mean, he sees I'm asking questions. I don't need no middleman to prove a God exists to me. I don't need nobody telling me a God said something to them to come tell me. I don't need none of that. But God, if he wanted me to know he was real, would know what it takes to convince me. God himself would know what it takes to convince me that he's real. So no, I don't need no middleman. The only person that can convince me that God is real is God himself. And God himself would know what it takes to convince me. Point blank.
I'm not opposed to believing in God.
Okay.
I don't mind about.
He said, I'm not opposed to believing in God. And that's what we be trying to tell a lot of y'all. We ain't opposed to if a God does exist. We're not opposed to saying, whoa, I was wrong. A God does exist. Whoa, okay. But it doesn't mean that we would worship this God. It doesn't mean that we would praise this God just because we find out that this God actually does exist.
Believing in God, just show me you're God. Don't come to me metaphorically. Don't send nobody. Don't send me no text message. Come to me as God.
This was my take on this. Since we having this conversation,
okay.
Bro. Right. So black people have known to be the most powerful race in the world, as far as genetics.
Okay. As far as genetics.
And genetic makeup and anatomy. Mm-hmm. They always trying to get black body parts. They always trying to do this. So, boom, right? The black race, no matter if you're Arab, Mexican, whatever, Puerto Rican, you're still black.
Yeah.
Now the nationality is different. We are Americans. They don't want to associate themselves with being an American black.
Yeah.
But as you are a black person. So if you decide to
no matter what.
And I said, if that's not God, I don't know what is.
We just we got the dominant.
But if we are God's people, and Jesus was black, and things,
So
now
here
that's
we
one thing they
go.
don't want to.
Here we go with making Jesus black. Negroes think if you make Jesus black, it makes Jesus real. Black Jesus ain't no better than white Jesus, green Jesus, Chinese Jesus, yellow Jesus, purple Jesus. Black Jesus ain't no better. Then black Jesus, y'all talk about black Jesus, and black Jesus is watching us go through the same stuff that white Jesus is watching us go through. Not to mention, black Jesus wants us to believe that we're cursed. We're his people, but we're cursed. And y'all fall, and our people fall for this. And we proudly, this is what I say, the religion delusion is real. The religion delusion is real. Y'all walk around proudly talking about you're cursed and you're God's chosen people. And y'all think that makes sense? You think that makes sense? You think that's a flex? This is what I mean when I say the religion delusion is real. You think because you make Jesus black, it makes him more real. No, it don't. Black Jesus didn't exist either. Black Jesus is a fraud too. Sorry. All these Jesus, whatever Jesus you want to believe in and whatever God you, man, they all frauds. So let's go.
Say either.
Oh, okay. So if we are God's people and we black,
Yes.
we've been treated like shit the whole fucking time.
We've been treated like shit here in America.
We were treated like shit in Africa.
They was, but
by us.
they were, but you got some Africans, and I've never been over there, and they might see this interview and say, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. We might not know, but we just talking about stuff that we've experienced. So we're talking about a subjective subject. So you got some people who don't know too much about slavery over there. You got some people like, yeah, you know, the Africans sold us to slavery. So depending on what country you were in, Africa is a big continent.
Yeah, big.
Very big. It's bigger than the U.S. It's bigger than Russia.
Yeah.
So I haven't been over there yet. So we talking about certain parts.
There's no place on earth you could drop me off and convince me that there's a God.
I'm not trying to convince you.
I'm telling you, the only thing they can do it for me is God.
Yeah.
He had to come show me, bro.
Okay.
Because I like to see some of these miracles that's in the Bible that we never got to see. You know what I'm saying? I want to see somebody walk on water. Why it only happened then? You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. All these miracles and stuff that happened back in the Bible, all this magical stuff, none of it happen in today's time. Why? Like, why? Why? Don't none of it happen in today's time. But we don't have no proof that it even happened back in that time, and somebody wrote it in a book and told us to believe it. And we believe it. And we believe it. I mean, come on, man. Like,
even if there is a God, I like to think if God was a boss, he'll be incompetent at best. At best. Because you put all us down here and then you confused everybody with different religions.
come on.
Yeah, that's one thing. Religion is definitely dividing us.
Yeah.
And it's definitely confusing us. Catholics, Protestant, Buddhists, Muslim.
And every last one of them religions
Hindu,
say,
whatever.
if you don't believe in this, you're going to burn forever.
Come on. It's all the same sandwich.
My nigga, at least get it down to 3 options. Like, them better guessing options. Not 5,000. I tell people all the time, you an atheist too. Yeah, because...
I don't think I am.
Yeah, you are. I could prove it.
Okay.
It's 5,000 religions.
It's 5,000.
and you don't believe in none of them. You don't believe in nobody else's God but your own. You believe in one more God than us. You believe in one more God than we do. We don't believe in none of the gods. You believe in one more God. You don't believe in none of the gods either. You just believe in your God. You just believe in one God more than us.
5,000. You don't believe in 4,999.
Come on.
You are that's atheist to you. You believe in one. The other 4,999, you disregard. I just don't believe in 5,000.
Come on.
Well,
I don't believe in none of them. None of them. You believe in one more than me. You don't believe in nobody else's God other than your God. You just believe in, you're damn near an atheist yourself. You believe in one more God than me. You're pretty much an atheist yourself. If you didn't believe in your one God and you didn't believe in none of the other religions' gods, you would be just like me. You would be just like Tukay.
I can't say that. I believe in God. I can say one thing too. What I'm open to learning about different religions. I've never took my time out to read the Quran.
Now, there we go. Listen to what he just said. I want to learn about more religions, right? I want to learn about more religions, right? Hell yeah, DeWanda. Come on. He said, I want to learn about more religions. He said, I've never taken the time out to read the Quran. Why not? Why not? Why haven't you taken the time out to read the rest of these religions that exist? Because guess what? Guess what? How do you know you're even following the right religion? How did you rule out that all the other religions is fake, but your one religion is the right one? How did you hit the jackpot knowing that you are following the right religion? You haven't read the Quran. You said yourself, Mr. Interviewer, I want to learn about other religions. So you don't even know what other religions say. I ask people, I say, how many other religions do they acknowledge Jesus Christ? And most people don't even know. They don't even know. You got the Muslims who acknowledge, and all they acknowledge Jesus Christ. Then I ask people, you have Spiritism. They acknowledge also. But the question is, what do they say about Jesus Christ? You don't even know. You have no clue what they're saying in another religion about the same Jesus Christ that you pray to and worship every day. How do you know that isn't a connection that you're supposed to make in your journey, in your religion journey? I ask people how many other religions, I believe it's 3 other religions that actually acknowledge Jesus the Christ. But when you ask a believer, they have no clue. They have no clue. So I'll be like, well, if you don't even know what they're saying about your God in other religions, you don't even know if that's a connection, that's part of your journey, you don't know. How did you get here then? How did you get to this one God? How? How did you get to saying that this is the one true God? This is the God that we're supposed to follow. Just like DeWanda said, when it comes to religion, you don't believe in nobody else's God but your own. Guess what? You're going to go to somebody else's hell in some other religion. You're going to go to hell in some other religion. You don't believe in the Muslim God? Well, you're going to go to hell according to the Muslims. The Muslims don't believe in your God? Well, they're going to go to hell according to your religion. You see how this works? Don't nobody know what God to really be following. People just follow what they were taught. They were taught. They were taught. Man told you about a God. Man. Let's go.
So with all these different books that I don't know too much about, that I've heard about.
Joanne,
So
what up?
I stuck to how I was raised.
Mm-hmm.
There he goes. He said he hasn't read or learned about these other religions. So I just said it. You were taught. You were taught. He just said it himself. I didn't read none of these other religions. So I stuck to what I was taught. That's what I started the video off telling you. His baby is an atheist because the baby came out not knowing none of these religions. Somebody has to teach a baby about a Jesus, about a Jehovah, about a Allah, about a Buddha, about a Murtha, about a Krishna, about somebody has to teach that baby that. You were taught. You were taught. Shout out to you, Harrington. Been on my spiritual journey for a few years now. Was introduced to Christianity, started reading my Bible, and was confused as fuck. What I be reading wasn't making sense. You want to know why, Harrington? You want to know why? Because you're thinking. It doesn't make sense to you because you're thinking. Religion does not target thinkers. Religion targets believers. I don't need you to think. It's not going to make sense to you. It won't make sense to you because you're doing something the book does not want you to do. The book tells you, lean not to your own understanding. Like, if you don't lean to your own understanding, whose understanding are you going to lean to? The book doesn't want you to use your mind. That's why you are confused, because you're thinking. Thinking does not go along with religion. I told you, religion does not help you think. It does not help you. It does not allow you to be free to think and come to your own conclusion. Religion tells you what to think. It tells you what to believe. And if you don't believe it how you're supposed to, you're going to burn somewhere, according to these books. So you better figure it out if you're a religious person, if you believe in religion. Spirituality allows you to be free to think, to gain knowledge, to learn, to make mistakes, to correct your mistakes, to grow, expand. Spirituality allows you to do that. Go inside of you. It allows you to do that. Religion tells you, hey, you got free will, but you better pick the right way. Huh? Well, I'm going to let you pick whichever way you want to go, but it better be the right way, or else. Or else. LaDon said, and it's based on belief. The standout word is lie. But when you have knowledge, you know, teach, turn it and cheat. When you learn, you earn it. Think about it. Listen, man. She on point. She's on point. It's a belief. It's simply a belief, man. If you believe in little yellow leprechauns, you have every right to believe in little leprechauns. I can't tell you leprechauns aren't real to you. I can't tell you yellow leprechauns aren't real to you. Let's keep going because I got another video I want to pull up with Tukay.
Or the Book of Enoch, so with all these different books that I don't know too much about, that I've heard about. So I stuck to how I was raised.
Mm-hmm.
I got my grandma old Bibles around the house.
Yeah.
Now one thing too, I don't believe that Jesus is white. So the white imagery, the white depiction, I never cared about that. But as far as Jesus, God, Son of the Holy Spirit, and my ancestors, I'm a firm believer into it. They guide me. That's how I feel, you know. But hey, this is your story. We just talking.
It could have all been so simple, like God could have just beat up the devil, like, or didn't make him. Like, you gotta think about how bad of a daddy you is if you let somebody kill your son, nigga. Like, let's be honest, G.
Hey, Harrington, do you hear what he's saying right now? This is why it don't make sense to you. Because those of us who read that book, this is how it sounds to us. You created a son to kill your son behind something you... Why don't you just kill the devil? Why don't you just... You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I think my internet connection is bad. This is how us thinkers really think. Like, this is why you're having a hard time right now reading that book, because you're hearing things like it's not making sense to you. It's not making sense to you.
We just talking.
It could have all been so simple. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus, God could have just beat up the devil, like, or didn't make him.
He said, or didn't make them. Who creates their own arch enemy? Who does that? Who creates their own arch enemy? He said God could just beat up the devil or kill the devil or don't even make the devil. I make peace. I create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. The devil didn't create himself. According to that book, it says, I make peace. I create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So God, you made evil. You made the devil. But then you create your son. Instead of killing the devil, you create a whole son through a little girl. You knocked up a little girl, God, and made a son with this little girl. And then you killed your son behind a mistake you made, something you did. Come on, man. This is why you're having a hard time, Harrington. This is why, because we think when it comes to religion. I always say, religion, when it comes to religion, it hurts my feelings because some of the smartest people lose all common sense. Common sense goes out the window when it comes to religion, even with some of the most intelligent people. Common sense, just common sense, goes out of the window when it comes to religion.
Like, you gotta think about how bad of a daddy you is if you let somebody kill your son, nigga.
Facts.
Like, let's be honest, G. If we want to check the scoreboard, I'm telling you, the devil up on God by 20 going into the fourth, nigga.
He said, if we're going to check the scoreboard, right, the devil is up on God by 20 in the fourth quarter. That means the game is almost over. And the devil is up by 20. You know what he's talking about? Because Christians are always running around here talking about the devil is so busy. We see more bad out here in the world than we see good. When does these gods, all of these 5,000, 4,000 gods, when do they show up like the devil does? Because we can see the devil's work. We see the devil's work. When does these gods show up? The devils that y'all talk about always shows up all around the world. When does the gods show up? This is why he said, if we gonna look at the scoreboard, the devil is up on God by 20 in the fourth quarter. Because the devil, as you Christians say, as you believers say, is always busy. And I asked the question, well, and people hate when I ask this question. Well, if the devil is so busy, what is God doing while the devil is so busy? Because we see the devil's busy, obviously. I mean, if you believe in a devil, that's if you believe in a devil. We see the devil. We see the devil's work. The devil stay busy. And y'all acknowledge that the devil stays busy. So what is God doing while the devil is busy? What is God doing? All right. So check this out. I'm about to go to this second video, right? I watched some of it. I did watch some of it, and I thought 2K was cooking on here too. I'm just trying to get these commercials to go by real quick. I thought 2K was cooking on here too, and I tell you, I agree with 2K all the way. I'm just trying to get these commercials, these ads is coming up. All right. So 2K is on a panel. I'm not sure who show this. It might be 2K's show. He might have another show or something. It's called the DPMO Morning Show. I believe it's called Don't Piss Me Off Morning Show. And I'm gonna tell you about 2K. 2K is that brother. He know how to hustle this internet. He know how to work this internet. That brother got all. I done seen 2K all over. I remember when 2K was just doing videos in his kitchen. I remember back then he was just doing videos in his kitchen, and now 2K is all over the place, man. You know, shout out to him, man. Shout out to 2K. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting sleepy, but I do want to play this. All right. So let's check this out, okay? Harrington, I want you to really understand what I'm saying to you. The reason you're going through what you're going through is because you are thinking. Religion is a belief. It's a belief. But you are not just sticking to belief. I keep telling people, it makes no sense to me that a God would create you with a brain inside of your head. A God would create you with a brain inside of your head simply for you to just not use the tools to figure things out and just believe. That makes no sense to me at all. I feel like this. Anybody who does not want you to think for yourself and wants you to just believe does not have your best interests at heart. Does not have your best interests at heart is what I feel. Somebody wants you to just, hey, don't worry, don't think, just believe what I'm saying. Hey, just believe me. That don't sound like somebody that has your best interests at heart. That sounds like somebody that's looking to play the shit out of you. Somebody's looking to manipulate you, trick you. So let's get into this video. This is a little longer. I don't know how far I'm gonna go in this video. We're at an hour now. I may do one hour of this. I don't know how far to go in, but let's crank it up. Let's see what's going on in this live. Okay, I gotta go to this. Give me 1 second. All right, let's go.
Without the devil, God he useless. He useless. Take the devil away. What good is God? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create the problem and give you the solution. Just so happen you got to pay the solution 10%. The devil don't ask for no money.
Yes, the devil do. The devil take what are you talking about?
What money does the devil ask for?
The devil.
I have never heard of a devil fund.
What are you talking about, bro?
The devil never asked me for 10%. Ever.
The devil want 100%.
The devil he don't ask for it.
This is Steve Harvey, and you're now watching the Don't Piss Me Off Morning.
Listen, bro. This what I just really hate because it make the smartest people. I know Izzy smart, bro. My nigga Anton, he's smart, and all of these people, they sound so stupid when they talk about religion, bro. Like just call it what it is. Religion is just a fucking book club.
But listen, I'm not talking about. But see, this is the thing. I can't speak for anybody else. But right now, I'm not talking to you about religion. Someone said in the chat, I'm talking to you about relationship. I don't believe in religion. Religion is things that separate.
I hate when believers try to pull the relationship card out. I hate that with a passion. Because now this is what I feel. When y'all do that as believers, that pretty much lets me know that you're trying to dance around. You're trying to move the goalpost because you know what I'm saying is or you know what we're saying. You can't combat it. You can't defend it. So when you get to talking about religion, I watch believers try to move away from, well, I'm not religious. It's about a relationship. It's about a relationship. Listen, man, a bullshit pie is a bullshit pie. All right? No matter how you cut that pie, it's still gonna be a bullshit pie. You're trying to move yourself away from religion, which your God comes out of religion. Your God comes out of religion. You can't separate yourself from religion. Your God comes from those literatures. Of any religion, your God is inside of those religion literatures. But because you know you can't defend religion, you say, it's about a relationship, me and God. Me and God. Check this out. The delusion is real. Tukay, talk to him.
Great people. I believe in the allness and oneness of creation, and that is relationship.
Do you have a relationship with a woman who you have never met before?
Let that sink in. Let that sink in for a second. It's not about religion. It's about a relationship. See, this is what I be talking about. All common sense goes out the window. This is what I be talking about when I say religion doesn't target thinkers, it targets believers. 2K just asked a real question right there. Do you, in reality, have a relationship with someone you've never seen before? Someone you've never seen. Are you in a relationship with someone you've never seen before? See, this is when believers get to trying to dance around. Oh, no, religion is about a relationship.
A relationship with a woman who you have never met before. Would you call it a relationship or obsession?
Ask yourself the question. This relationship that believers talk about, is this a relationship or is this an obsession? You ever heard the term, she's just not that into you? You've never seen this person you're in a relationship with, but you think you're in a relationship. This is like, yo, check this out. So, check this out. True story right now. Y'all know I work in the medical field, right? There's a young lady that I know who thinks she is in a relationship with Elon Musk. My right hand to the guy that you believe in. She thinks she is in a relationship with Elon Musk. She talks to me about Elon Musk all the time. She tells me how Elon Musk texts her. And I asked her, I said, so, have you met him? She said, no, but he's going to send me a car. She said, no, but he's going to send me a car. He's going to send a car for me. And, but he gets real busy. He's the one of the most richest people on the earth, so, but, he be busy, No, when I tell you, she literally thinks she is in a relationship with somebody she's never met in her life, never seen him, never met him. I don't know who she be texting, but she thinks she be texting Elon Musk. Now, when it comes to these religions, y'all talk about y'all are in a relationship, and y'all have never seen whoever this is y'all are in a relationship with. Do you call this a relationship or is this an obsession? That's a real question, but that's a question a thinker would ask, not a believer. A believer is going to believe that they're in a relationship with something called a God. But a thinker in this realm of reality that we exist in, is going to say, are you in a relationship with somebody you've never seen before? Those are the type of questions we're going to ask Harrington. That's why you're having a problem. That's why you're having trouble with connecting to that book.
Would you call it a relationship or obsession?
Listen.
No. I need to know this.
Well, let me tell you this. I have a relationship with the Creator because I have proof. I have proof of my Creator, right? I have intimate knowledge of my Creator, right? I have.
Y'all remember. I told y'all, when it comes to religion, you can't prove anything. There's nothing you can prove to anybody else when it comes to religion. Now, he says he has proof, right? He says he has proof. Now, watch this. Watch how Tukay about to play.
Right? I have intimate knowledge of my Creator, right? I have a rapport with my Creator. Like for instance, there's things that I know you won't understand, I know you won't agree with, but my Creator has given me confirmation of his existence and confirmation that he walks with me very strong.
Let me guess.
So that's all
He told you, and you the only person that can confirm, right?
Facts. You see how he just played them? When it comes to religion, it's going to always come down to some personal experience that you can't prove to nobody else about your God. You can't prove anything about you and your relationship with your God to a group of us. Nothing about religion you can prove. You can't prove anything. My God this, my God that. God did this and God did that. You can't prove it. He asked him, let me guess. It's something that you experienced that nobody else can see or you can prove to anybody else. That's how it always is with religion. That's how it always is when it comes to religion. I told you, you can kill any argument with religion by saying, prove it. Prove it. Just prove it.
No, there's other people that could confirm it. You just don't know.
So what was your confirmation like?
It's just different things. Like I'll test, you know what I'm saying? I'll test my spirit, right? So there's different things. I'll pray for things around people out loud so that they can see God, and then it manifests. Right?
Do you really? I mean, do you really? Do you pray for things where a group of us can see God's work? Because see, here's where the problem is gonna come in, right? If you pray once and it happened, you should be able to pray again and let it happen again. And you should be able to pray again and let it happen again. Because then, if not, right? No, I wouldn't believe them. I mean, I wouldn't believe them. But it's not to say they didn't see a ghost. But I wouldn't believe them. I have no reason to believe them. I've never seen a ghost. I've never seen a ghost, ever. I don't even know what a ghost looks like. So how would you know it was a ghost? I don't even know what a ghost looks like. But if you said it was a ghost and you believe it was a ghost, what can I say? What can I tell you? There was a point I was about to make. There was a point I was about to make.
God, how they gonna see it?
I'm looking at God every day.
Oh,
When?
hold on. Damn, it was a point I was getting ready to make. I forgot.
I'm saying I'll test my spirit, right? So there's different things. I'll pray for things around.
I did the prayer challenge. He says, I pray for things around, right? That's all we've been asking. Is show us God's, the point I was making. I was saying you should be able to pray again and test the thing. Pray again and test the thing. So we know it's actually prayer, right? Because if you can't test the thing through your prayer, right? Then we have to ask ourselves, how do we separate God's miracle from a simple coincidence if we can't test it again through prayer? We have to rule out that, oh, that was just a coincidence. We should be able to rule that out. How do we rule out that it was just a coincidence? Or how do we prove that it was actually God's miracle? How do we do that? I didn't say it was untrue. I didn't say it was untrue. I said, if that's what you believe, that's what you believe. I've never seen a ghost. I have no reason to believe a ghost actually exists. Some people do believe ghosts exist. I don't. I don't know. I don't know if ghosts exist is what I'm saying. I've never experienced seeing a ghost. So I wouldn't even know what a ghost looks like. I wouldn't even know how to identify a ghost. What if a ghost isn't like what they show in the movies? What if a ghost look just like you look right now? You would say you see a human, but what if it was really a ghost? So I don't know. Like I couldn't say it was untrue. I just have no reason to believe in a ghost. Maybe the ghost showed somebody that they're a ghost. And maybe it was just for them to see. I wouldn't say it was untrue. I would just say, you can't prove to me that it was a ghost.
People out loud so that they can see God, and then it manifests. Right?
You ain't even seeing God. How they gonna see it?
I'm looking at God every day.
Where?
I'm looking at you. I'm looking at this brother right here. I'm looking at myself.
This is where we start to dance as believers. You ain't never seen God. You ain't never seen God. The book says no man has ever seen God's face. So you can't tell me you've seen your God. The book that you believe in says no man has ever seen God's face. Although it does say somebody in the Bible did see God. So, you know, that's one of the contradictions people point out in the Bible. There is a verse where somebody, I'm not sure who it was, but they did say they saw God. But God said, no man has ever seen my face. So
I'm looking at you. I'm looking at this brother right here. I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at God. I see my son. I see my son's mother. I see my mother. I see my sisters, my daughters, my cousins, my uncle, my father. I see God every day.
How you see God in these niggas? Like these are niggas you talking about. These are niggas.
Y'all are gods. Y'all are little gods. God said he created you in his image and his likeness. You have the seed of God in you. Now,
man.
whether you decide to acknowledge that or not, that's on you. But I believe that we are all the minute expression of the ultimate creator.
You know, when I see y'all, I see good people, I see bad people. But I see you as an individual, right? I don't see guys and y'all niggas don't fly. You don't determine if what's in my account. You like y'all. You listen. Fabo been my nigga for a very long time. Fabo is not a god to me. Very much a human. very much a human. So listen. So just because you want to see God, don't mean God exists.
All right. So check this out,
bro. We
real
have
quick.
A delusion, bro. They just
real quick. He just said. Listen. When I see y'all, I see. Why do my chat look like this? My chat look weird. Like, why is my chat looking like this? Did I hit something? Like my chat is looking like, I don't know. It look weird. So he said, when I see y'all, I see humans, right? I see humans. So what I'm saying is, when you look up the definition of the word God, it says a God is a supernatural being or spirit with powers over the universe or a part of it. Supernatural. Supernatural. All right. So if it's not for them to prove, don't bring it to the table like you can prove it then. Like, I mean, don't bring it to the table as if you can prove it. Or if we're talking about it and we're just in a conversation talking about your experience and you bring it to the table, we have every right to ask you to prove it. Like, especially if you're trying to make us a believer or bring us into your world of belief. We have every right to ask you before we believe it, prove it to us. Prove it to us before we convince us. Okay, you're convinced. That's you being convinced. So if we're in a conversation and we're having a conversation and you're trying to tell me about your God or whatever, or your ghost or whatever, before I'm convinced of it, help me be convinced. I don't think that's a bad thing to ask. If you want to convince me of it. Now, if you ain't trying to convince me of it, that's something different. But if we're having a conversation and you're coming to me to tell me about your Lord and Savior and you want to convince me to believe in your Lord and Savior, and I'm open to your evidence, convince me. Bring me over into your world of belief. Make me a believer. Make me a believer. I don't think that's a bad thing to ask. I don't think I should have to follow something or accept something with no reason to be convinced of accepting it. You know, I don't think that's a bad thing to ask someone.
But I see you as an individual, right? I don't see guys, and y'all niggas don't fly. You don't determine if
He said y'all niggas don't fly, and I just read the definition of a god. A god is a supernatural being. That means they flying around, they invisible, they doing this, they doing that, or spirit with power over the universe, or part of it.
What's in my account? You like y'all. You listen. Fabo been my nigga for a very long time. Fabo is not a god to me. Very much a human. very much a human. So listen. So just because you want to see God, don't mean God exists. Y'all, bro, we have a delusion, bro. Let's just call it what it is. The shit is a cult. It's a book club. What's funny?
But you gotta think about
ass
those.
is funny. That's what's funny.
Some people gotta, bro. You can't just denounce people's faith, though.
If that's what you need to get back, hallelujah. I get it.
So me and Miss Sean have this conversation a lot. She asked the question, what if you know, somebody don't believe in themselves enough to understand that they're the ones that make things happen, that they're the ones that will have to change. She often asked a question like, what if that's what they need is their belief to get them by? What if that's what they need is their belief to be a good person in the universe or whatever? I agree with Tukay. By all means, keep your religion. Hold on tight to your religion. If that's what you need to get you by. But, you know, you can't stop us from speaking out the same way believers speak out every day, every Sunday, every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Thursday, every Friday, every Saturday, every Sunday, all over the world, all over the universe about their God. You can't stop us from speaking out saying, yeah, we don't believe in that shit. Yeah, keep your God over there. Take your God back next door to Santa Claus. Yeah, you can't stop us from speaking out and saying, hey man, we don't believe in that shit no more. You know?
You need to get back, hallelujah. I get it. But don't tell me that he real when everything I get, I have to get up
on my own.
You know what I'm
I get it. I don't even know who put this stands up because they can't.
I agree with him. Don't tell me your God is real when in reality, I am the one doing the work. I am the one that have to get up and go get it. I am the one that has to do this. I am the one that creates. I am the one that has to do whatever. Don't tell me your God is real when I go through the emotional stress. I go through the being tired every day. I think it's so disrespectful when a man goes to work for his family, bills is due, you know, lights about to get cut off, you know, y'all about to get evicted, and the man goes to work and he's working extra hours, and I mean, hands tired, feet tired, you know, high blood pressure is up, and he gets that money that you need to put you back in a safe place, and then that woman says, "Thank you, Jesus." I think that's so disrespectful, because Jesus ain't the one that went out there and had to deal with that white man or deal with that boss or deal with them crazy folks out there in the world, had to get up early in the morning. Jesus ain't do none of that. It was me. I had to do the work. So when you tell me Jesus is real, don't tell me Jesus is real and I got to do the work. I'm the one getting out here making it happen. Don't tell me. Don't tell me Jesus is real, and then I go make all of this happen, and then you thank Jesus. And I got to deal with your stinking attitude. I got to deal with your smart mouth. And you thanking Jesus. And Jesus ain't did nothing. It was me. I think it's disrespectful.
How you feel about this?
Right. But that's the thing, Fabo. I didn't try to tell Tukay what he should believe and what he shouldn't believe. 2K told us that we sound crazy and we're stupid for believing what we believe. 2K is actually the opposite way. I'm not gonna tell you what to believe. I just said that I was gonna pray for you. That was it. I can't tell you.
He's so passionate about it.
Well, my fault.
He's so passionate about it. I don't even speak on this with him.
Yeah,
man.
because y'all just using up brain cells, bro, and blood. Yeah.
You said y'all using up brain cells.
All that good thinking power that y'all have, thinking that somebody else doing what you want them to do. I
so
hate
you never witnessed.
And this is why I have to agree with him when he says the delusion is real. You're using up brain cells, good thinking power to believe that something outside of you is doing this and doing that, and you're the one doing it. Now, I guess we're going to get into miracles right here.
I don't even speak on this with him.
Yeah,
man.
because y'all just using up brain cells, bro, and blood. Yeah. Y'all using up all that good thinking power that y'all have, thinking that somebody else doing what you want them to do. I
so
hate
you never witnessed. You never witnessed a miracle though.
Yeah.
Because I know you said you believe everything that happened for somebody, they did it. So if a person that can't walk and just start walking, what did he do for himself to be walking?
I ain't never seen that, Fabo. I have never.
So he's asking the question like, what if you see some basically a miracle happen, right? All right. So here's the thing. Nobody's saying miracles can't happen. Nobody's saying things can't happen. It still doesn't prove the existence of a God. It still does not prove the existence of a God, because just because you cannot explain the unexplainable does not prove that a God exists. There could be other possibilities other than a God. And this is what we were talking about in the last live when we said that's what you call gods of the gaps. Well, I don't know what else how else it could have happened. It had to be God. It had to be God. I can't prove it. But I mean, how else did it happen? How else did that miracle happen? That's what we call gods of the gaps. You just throw God in there when you can't explain something, when there could be other possibilities out there that you don't know about.
Seen the real miracles. Let me ask you, it's crazy. All the miracles that happen in the Bible, we never ever see. It just happened back then.
Well, that's not true. Let me ask you this: have you ever seen someone get a report from the doctor that they only had let's just say 6 months to live or something like that, and then people were praying for them or whatever the case may be, and then they go back to the doctor and whatever they said that they have is no longer even there? Have you?
Yeah, I call it a misdiagnosis.
Sound about right to me. Sounds about right to me. It was probably a misdiagnosis. How do you prove that it was God? How do you prove that it was God? How do you prove that it was God's miracle or just simply a coincidence? How do you separate? What are the criterias for God's miracles versus a coincidence that happened or a miracle that happened? How do you prove it was God though? But I'll let him answer.
Well, hold on, wait. So you telling me what's more like figuratively speaking, what's more possible to happen? Cancer just going the fuck away, or the doctor misdiagnosing the patient?
Facts. Could have simply just been a misdiagnosis. Not saying cancer can't go away, because it can. But what's more likely? Maybe they were just misdiagnosed. They thought it was, it was this and it wasn't. But Christians will say, we brought the prayer warriors in there and God got the cancer out of there. How do you prove that? First of all, why do Christians have to go to the hospital? Why do believers even have to go to the hospital? Why don't you just pray? Whatever you're going through, why don't you just pray? I don't understand why believers get to use hospitals. I don't get to see why they get to use the police. I don't believe why believers get to use the fire department. None of that. Doctors, none of that. Just pray. Why don't y'all just pray? Show us all God's work, believers. Why do y'all get to use what non-believers use? The law enforcement, hospitals, where we know we need doctors and medicine and medical supplies. Y'all shouldn't need none of that as believers. Y'all got faith, right? Like, faith ain't good enough. The faith ain't good enough. You know what? Faith without works is dead, right? Makes sense to me. Sounds right to me. Sounds like you still have to go do the work. You got to go to that hospital, get treatment. You got to go to that hospital and take medication. You got to drink and swallow the medication. You got to do the therapy. You can have faith all you want, but guess what you're doing? You're doing the work. You're doing the actual work. Wouldn't that be praying? Good point. Now, DeWanda said, wouldn't that be praying against his will? Because, hey, whatever happens is God's will, right? It was in God's will. God has a plan for everybody. See how this shit works when you think? God has a plan for everybody, right? And God is all knowing. So God knew this was going to happen to you because it was going to coma. I know. This sounds crazy to believers, but y'all sound crazy to non-believers.
Listen, so okay. Let me ask you this before I'm gonna answer you, but let me ask you this as a qualifying question.
Okay.
The same person, did they have anything after they was told that nothing was there, or did they have something different?
Right. Right.
Right. In my they didn't have that's what I'm telling you. So in my example, they didn't have anything wrong with them after that at all. So I can't call it a misdiagnosis. I have to call it that it was a
you can't prove that though.
Okay.
You can call it what you want to call it, but you can't prove that it was it's just what you believe. It's simply what you believe. If you believe it was a divine intervention, cool. But if you want to bring me into your belief world, I'm going to ask you to convince me. So I can be brought over, I can cross the line over into your belief world. Otherwise, it could have been a miracle, but you can't prove to me that it was a divine intervention, though. And that's fine. That's fine, right? That's fine if you're just, simply saying on your behalf. But if we're talking about it and you're trying to bring me over into your world of belief, just convince me first that it was divine intervention. We have the right to believe anything we want to believe. I mean, but don't try to push what you believe on other people. I mean, most of us that tell y'all we don't believe in these gods or whatever, we're simply just replying back to all the nonsense we get from believers trying to bring us over into their belief world. And now you're just hearing more people speak up and say, we don't believe in that shit. As where years ago, it was just people who would stay quiet about it and say they didn't believe in it, but they wouldn't dare say it out loud. Now you just have people saying it out loud. Like, you just have people just speaking up now.
Y'all, bro, this dang, bro. I hate when my smart fellows just be, it's to me, it's really, 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 really disheartening to think that you get up and do what you got to do every day, but you give your praise to a invisible nothing. It's everything. It showed me the belief that people really have in themselves. They can't even believe what they're doing.
Brother, you can't see oxygen, but you know that.
Oh, Lord, here we go. Here we go. We hear this all the time. Oh, you can't see air. You can't see air, but you believe air exists. You can demonstrate that air exists. Air can be demonstrated that it does exist. If you don't get enough air to your lungs, what's the demonstration that's going to happen? You're probably going to die. If you start getting air into your lungs, what's the demonstration that you would get that this air does exist? It might help you live. Although you can't see it, it can be demonstrated that we need air, that we need oxygen to survive. It can be demonstrated that it exists. They think they be having one. Oh, brother, you can't see air. You know how many times we done heard that? Oh, man, what's the other one? Love. You can't see love. Oh, you can't see love, but you think love exists. Love is an action. It can be demonstrated by the way you treat people. This phenomenon called love can be demonstrated. They be killing me with these little, they be thinking they got one. Like, yeah, it's called demonstration. It can be demonstrated that it exists.
You can't see gravity. You can't see gravity, but you understand that gravity exists.
I know.
So I just don't understand how people, if you know that there are things that happen that you cannot explain, nor can you create, nor can you recreate of your own well-doing, why would you not give credit to the Most High God?
No, absolutely not. First of all,
Sister Harrison, you just said a word, though. You just said a word, and I'm glad you feel that way, because that's what you would call self-love. There's nothing wrong with self-love at all. You know why? Because you can actually prove that you exist. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you praise yourself? Why wouldn't you demonstrate self-love to yourself to make yourself feel good? You can't. I mean, you can. I mean, if you mentally think you praising some invisible thing in the sky makes you feel better, shout out to you. But when you take care of yourself and when you focus on yourself, you praise yourself, I can see why you would feel so much better, like $1 million, you said. It's called self-love. You just said something right there. It's nothing wrong with you experiencing self-love for yourself.
can be seen, not to the human eye. Okay, gravity can be felt. You just can't see it. Okay, there's a gravitational pull that you can feel. Get on any roller coaster.
Demonstration. What he's talking about is it can be demonstrated that it exists. It can be demonstrated.
Cannot explain, nor can you create, nor can you recreate of your own well-doing. Why would you not give credit to the Most High God?
What? No, absolutely not. First of all, oxygen can be seen, not to the human eye. Okay, gravity can be felt. You just can't see it. Okay, there's a gravitational pull that you can feel. Get on any roller coaster, you can feel gravity. You can see oxygen if you get it in a lab and you can break it down into molecules and all above. You just can't see it. So that's not saying
you just can't see God, but I see God every
you
day.
don't see God. You can't tell me what God look like.
Day.
God came to
like me, you, Fabo, my
no,
mama,
it don't.
My
if that's the case, God wouldn't have came to a nigga as a burning bush.
My cousins.
God would have came to a nigga as a burning bush. If God was us, why this nigga talking to bushes?
Well, some people believe he manifested himself to people through Jesus, right? That's what some people believe.
Notice what he said. Some people believe. You have every right to believe whatever you want to believe. Anything that deals with religion, it's going to come with belief.
Listen, man, this is y'all.
So let me get this from this. When your disconnect became with Christianity, because you wasn't always like
I wasn't.
So what happened to make you say, I'm done with it?
I told you I got a doctor's degree when it come to common sense. No, I'm serious. I
think I said earlier today, nobody, when it comes to religion, all common sense goes out the window, man. Common sense don't exist when it comes to this religion stuff.
I'm done with it.
I told you I got a doctor's degree when it come to common sense. No, I'm serious. The first time I challenged this God theory, I was like 13, and I got beat right back into Christianity, right? So next I go to college. Well, not college. I go to the military, right? And then when you get to travel abroad, you get to see all this other stuff and wonder why God not showing up for these people in these countries like he's showing up for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, why that baby get to starve to death and they believe in God, but my kids get to live?
So, comedian George Carlin said something in one of his stand-up comedies, right? He said he used to believe in God. He said until he got to the point where he started to look outside in the real world and he started to see, wait a minute, things aren't adding up. Some things that's not making sense. Just like Tukay said, why did God pick this person to help and chose this person to ignore? Remember, I used to do the lives, I used to do the videos and stuff, and I used to talk about God's VIP list. How do you get on God's VIP list? God picks and chooses who he wants to help and who he wants to ignore. How do you get on God's VIP list? What are you doing that's any better or different than anybody else that made God answer your prayers while some kids is starving or suffering in a hospital and their family who is believers are praying the same way and their children is dying? You know what you'll say? It was their time to go. How do you know that? Prove that. Prove it. You believers will make up some dumb excuse for God. How do you get on God's VIP list? God helped you buy a house. But there's some believers across town who believe just like you, or even more than you, that just got evicted. And God didn't answer their question, their prayers. What is you doing any different than this guy? Two armies are going to war. They're all praying to make it back home to their families. Somebody's not making it back home to their families, and they prayed to the same God, or they prayed to their God, and they prayed to their God, and somebody didn't make it back home to their family. How did these gods pick and choose which? How do they pick and choose? They prayed to the same God. Somebody went home and somebody didn't. How did this person get on God's VIP list and make it back home to his family? But this person that believed in God too ended up dying in war. God picks and chooses who he wants to help and who he wants to ignore. Yeah. Don't make sense to me.
It's a abundance of bullshit that we not serving the same God, because there's no way.
That happens a lot.
But see, there's no way our God let us get beat for 300 years, and the same God that they was praying to was letting them make it. Like, what prayer was they praying?
Come on. So I asked the question all the time. How do you pray to the same God as your enemy? How does that work out for you, brown people? I showed a picture all the time of the Ku Klux Klan in the church. The Ku Klux Klan is a Christian organization. Hold on one second. The Ku Klux Klan has historically used the Protestant Christian imagery, terminology, and themes to brand itself as a defender of white Christian civilization. The Ku Klux Klan has historically used Protestant Christian imagery, terminology, and themes to brand itself as a defender of white Christian civilization. And I always show y'all this picture. You got the picture of the Ku Klux Klan with the cross in the background. I don't know if y'all can even. You got the picture of the Ku Klux Klan with the cross in the background. Then you got the picture of the Ku Klux Klan in the church with Jesus Saves in the background. They pray to the same Jesus as you pray to. And they've been killing you for years. They moved from white sheets to judges, lawyers, law enforcement. They're shooting you dead in the street. Same people, different outfits, same sandwich. And they believe in Jesus just like you. They go to church and they pray to Jesus just like you. They are a Christian organization. How do you pray to the same Jesus as your enemy and you're still losing? It doesn't. The delusion is real. I'm sorry. The delusion is real. This Jesus delusion is real. When do Jesus stop to help you?
See, there's no way our God let us get beat for 300 years, and the same God that they was praying to was letting them make it. Like, what prayer was they praying that overrided our prayer?
But it's not. But your friend pointed it in the Bible, and I was gonna get.
I told the Bible's not a good reference point.
Hold on.
It's definitely not a good reference point. It's definitely not a good reference point. And the only proof believers have is when they say it's in the Bible. That's not proof. That's only proof to another believer. That's only proof to another believer. Well, the Bible says, we don't care. What does reality say? Non-believers don't care what the Bible say. We don't believe in the Bible. We're not into the Bible. You are.
Give me 1 second. God said that he creates all things. In essence, I'll paraphrase it. He creates good, he creates evil, he creates light, he creates darkness. He creates good times and he creates hardship. Now, really,
I don't even know what 2K about to say, but I see he is setting himself up. This dude is setting. I don't even. If 2K think like me, which he does a lot with this religion, this dude is setting himself up because now you got some questions to answer, sir.
In essence, they are all for his glory at the end of the day, to show himself mighty and to show himself strong. Human beings, we have the ability to choose whatever we want.
Let me tell y'all where he's going. He's going to free will. He's on his way to free will. You can poke holes in free will all day long. Free will. Believe in this, and I'll give you this. Free will. Believe in this, or else. This is where he's going. Free will. Free will does not come with a reward or a consequence. Free will should be just free will. You should not get a reward and you should not get a consequence that comes with free will. But I hear where he's going. He's walking into the world of free will.
Yes, we do. We have autonomy. At the same time, because we have autonomy and the right to choose what we want, when we choose God, when we sacrifice our will to God and to give him credit and to give him honor for the things that we get, then he will be glorified and therefore we will be rewarded. Like,
where did he get that from? Why does he believe that? Why does he believe that? Where did he get that from? You know what? He sounds just like every other believer that regurgitate the same stuff that they hear in church every Sunday. That sounded like a regurgitated, he gives us free will to do this and do that so he will be glorified and woo, woo, woo. That's some regurgitated believer stuff that you hear from church.
Give him honor for the things that we get, then he will be glorified and therefore we will be rewarded. Like at the end of the day, you can't tell me how you can't make your heart beat or make your heart stop.
Hey, look at 2K. Look at 2K. Look at, like, this is how we be. Look at his face. Look at 2K face. This is how we be when we be listening to this nonsense, man. This, as it said, delusion. Look how he looking like, oh my gosh, here we go with this nonsense again. This is when all common sense goes out the window and you start regurgitating everything the pastor say in church.
Stop being
okay.
The way that it does scientifically.
Okay, so listen, you telling me we got free will and all that type, right? But at the same time, you tell me God is all knowing, so he know everything before it's gonna happen. Correct?
How is it free will? How is it? Didn't I just tell y'all you can poke free will? You can poke. Let me 2K cook.
God is all knowing, so he know everything. Correct?
Okay.
All right. So you can't tell me I have free will, but God knows everything that I'm going to do. Because if that's the case, God don't know everything that I'm going to do if I have free will. If there's a door A and there's a door B and there's a door C, God, being all knowing, knows that which door I'm going to walk through. So it's not free will because he knows what door I'm going to walk through. I cannot trick God. I can't say.
Wait, did he make you go through that door? Did he make you go through
it don't matter.
Hold on. Wait. No, he may not have made me go through the door, but guess what? If I choose the wrong door, he's going to burn me. He's going to pour gasoline all over me and burn me to death. How is that free will? How is that free will? You're going to burn me to death. Or you're going to give me a reward to come praise you and worship you and kiss your ass up in heaven. How is that free will? I just don't want to burn to death. I just don't want to burn. You are so right. Most of the older folks are already, there's no coming back. They're gone. It's over. You are so correct. You got to, like them older folks, you just got to let them have it. They're going to go to their grave believing in these invisible stories and all of that. You got to let them have it. But shout out to the ones that we have seen in their 70s, in their 60s, in their 70s that have woken up from it and realized, yo, shout out to the pastors that have woken up from this and said, yo, this ain't right, and I can't keep teaching this. Shout out to them too. But yeah, most of our elders, you gotta let them go. They gonna go to their grave believing in this nonsense.
So wait, hold on. So the free will was your right to choose which door that you were going through.
How's it free will and he know what door that I'm gonna go through? It's not. It's all a plan. It was
God's plan. If God has a plan and He is all knowing and He planned for me to go through this, how is it free will? It's not free will. If God planned in God's will for me to go through that door and He's all knowing, He know what door I'm going to go through, how is it free will? That's not free will. That's not free will. You can poke all kind of holes in free will
to choose which door that you were going through.
How's it free will and he know what door that I'm gonna go through? It's not. It's all a plan. It was. If I go through door B, he knew I was going to go through door B. So did I really have a choice?
Right.
Or what are the other two doors up here for decoration?
No, but Jeremiah 29:2.
I keep telling you, you can't keep quoting that book.
You can't quote the book to me like I care about what the book says, because I don't care about what the book says. You, sir, you care about what that book says. You care about it. I don't. You can't keep quoting Bible scriptures to me as if I care.
I knew you before the foundation of the earth. I had a plan for you, and the plan was good. So at the end of the day, right, the thing is that God does have an intended outcome for people. However, you can absolutely not walk in that intended outcome.
And you'll burn to death. He's going to burn you to death. Yeah, he's going to burn you to death. He's going to burn you for eternity. If you don't go the way he wants you to go, he's going to burn you. Make it make sense. Man, I just don't want to burn. I don't want to burn.
So at the end of the day, right, the thing is that God does have an intended outcome for people. However, you can absolutely not walk in that intended outcome. Moses is the greatest example of that such thing, right? Moses and the people of Israel were promised the land of milk and honey, but only
I would have stopped him right there and I'd have been like, who is Moses? Why are we talking about who the hell is Moses? How did he get in this conversation? Moses in the Bible. In the Bible, the book of the talking donkeys and talking snakes. Nigga, did Moses ever even exist? Why are we talking about Moses? You see what I'm saying? You believe in that book. I don't. You bringing up people I don't even know. Like, what are we even talking about on Moses for? Who is Moses?
That such thing, right? Moses and the people of Israel were promised the land of milk and honey, but only Joshua and Caleb actually inherited that land. The reason being it was because of their disobedience. So that's how you know.
Sir, did this shit ever even happen in reality? This story you telling me right now, why do I care about this story? Why do you care about this story? Did this even happen? Like, is this fact or is this a fairy tale?
Moses is the greatest example of that such thing, right? Moses and the people of Israel were promised the land of milk and honey, but only Joshua and Caleb actually inherited that land. The reason being it was because of their disobedience. So that's how you know that people can and do have the autonomy and the choice
God
to choose what they
already
want.
knew.
Even though they have free
It's
will,
crazy, bro.
God still knows.
You can't listen. You're gonna have to pick a struggle, bro.
It's not
God.
it's
Listen.
Either God is all knowing or God is not all knowing. Either we have free will and God doesn't know what we're going to do and he doesn't have a plan or he doesn't have a will, or either he does have a plan and it's not free will. He does know what we're going to do. It's not free will. That's what he's telling them. Pick a struggle, bro. Which one do you believe? Do you believe God is all knowing and we don't have free will, or is God not all knowing and we have free will? Which one is it? That's what he's asking them. Like, pick a struggle.
Those two
God knew what they was going to pick in the first place. He knew that they weren't going to walk the path that he intended. God knew that. Remember, he all knowing.
Yes.
So you can't tell me these motherfuckers had free will and it was God's plan the whole time.
Well, no.
God can't intend for nobody to do nothing because he knows everything that is going to happen. Both things can't be true. Either God is a liar and he don't know everything that's gonna happen,
or he do know.
And see, listen, I can't talk to you smart niggas because logically that don't make sense in your head, but you gonna say no because it's God. And that's why
allow me to logically explain.
Please don't quote the Bible no more. That's not logical.
Allow me. Okay, you don't want me to quote the Bible. That's
because it's not logical.
Give me a moment. Okay, cool. Give me a moment to explain this. Okay. So these two things absolutely can be true at the same time. Meaning that at the you have the right to choose what path you'll go. So since you don't want me to quote the Bible, I'm gonna quote Marvel to you. Let's go to Doctor Strange. Since you don't want me to quote the Bible, let's go to Doctor Strange.
That just got worse. That just got worse. You went from the Bible to a comic book? You're not helping yourself any right now. You moved from the Bible to Marvel. That wasn't the direction to go, brother. you went from the Bible, using the Bible, and we said we didn't believe in the Bible, to a comic book. Like as if we should believe in the comic book more than the Bible. And we're telling you the Bible ain't shit but a comic book to us. So you go from oh, man. That wasn't the direction you should have went, brother. Not to a comic book.
At that time, Stone, and there's a multiverse, and there's different paths going on simultaneously, and certain characters knew the ending and the beginning of all the paths on that road. At the same time, it was up to the.
What are you talking about, sir? What are you? Hey, as Miss Sean would say, right? one for the non-believers. That's a point for the non-believers. This nigga is not helping y'all believers right now. Sir. Why do I care what's in the comic book? Why? Like, why do I care what's in a comic book? Why do I care what you're telling me about a comic book? And we're trying to deal with reality. You went from bad to worse. You left the Bible to go to a comic book. What makes you think we believe the comic book any more than we believe the Bible? The Bible got talking donkeys and talking burning bushes and niggas. Niggas walking on the top of water. Magical virgin births. You take me from that to a comic book of characters that never existed, and you're telling me about their superpowers. Yeah, bro, like, you just went from bad to good. Let's go, man. I hope 2K cooked this nigga with this. I hope 2K cooked this nigga right here.
Person, if they wanted to choose path A, path B, path C, but the all-knowing knows all the endings. It doesn't have to be an either-or scenario or either-or situation. It's like, if you choose path A, he knows the beginning and ending of path A. If you
2K want to get in there. I see him. 2K want to get up in there, boy. Let me up. 2K try to, like, he can't even sit through this.
A, path B, path C. But the all-knowing knows all the endings. It doesn't have to be an either-or scenario or either-or situation. It's like, if you choose path A, he knows the beginning and ending of path A. If you choose path Z, he knows the beginning and ending of path Z. But the choice is yours.
No, it's not. Because listen,
it absolutely is.
Listen, if God knows everything, there aren't multiple endings. It's only one
Facts.
Ending. Okay, because no.
If God knows everything, there's only one ending. God's ending. Whatever's his plan, there's only one ending. There's not multiple endings. Bro, what are you talking about over there?
It doesn't have to be an either-or scenario or either-or situation. It's like, if you choose path A, he knows the beginning and ending of path A. If you choose path Z, he knows the beginning and ending of path Z. But the choice is yours.
No, it's not. Because listen,
it absolutely is.
Listen, if God knows everything, there aren't multiple endings. It's only one ending. Okay, because no. God can't have alternate endings. Okay, because he knows everything. He knows the minute he made you, he knew you was going to hell. I'm serious.
I think this is bad, right? I think this is bad on believers, right? And see, this is where believers get caught at. Like, listen, man, in one breath, y'all want us to believe this, but then in another breath, y'all want us to believe this. Y'all can't even, listen, it's not hard to understand the concept of all knowing. And all 2K is trying to tell him is, if that God has a will, God has a plan for everybody, and God is all knowing, you're not choosing. You're not choosing yourself. You're choosing what was in God's plan. It's not hard. God knew you were going to choose this. How? Because it was all in his plan. Come on, man. Like, y'all believers, man, like, y'all say one thing, and when y'all get caught up, it's like y'all just start scrambling to say anything. If I choose not to worship, serve, and accept the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, then what are my consequences per God? Exactly. What are my consequences per God? He's gonna burn you for making the wrong choice. How is that free will? He's gonna burn you, DeWanda. That's the or else. You better pick the right choice or else. That's the or else. That's not free will. That's a consequence that come with your choice.
Oh, God.
So you admit that he exists?
No,
though,
no,
right?
no. I'm talking about in this fairy
He
tale.
knows he is.
No, I'm talking about this fairy tale. I'm talking about this fairy tale. You can't tell me he know what I'm gonna do, but he got alternate endings just in case I want to do something different. That tells you that he don't know what I'm gonna do. And then,
That's not, you missed it.
Nah.
no, I didn't miss it. You don't want to accept it.
Oh, it's okay. Let me give you the distinction. The distinction is he knows the beginning and ending of every road and every possibility that you can make. God is not like us.
If there are multiple,
God is not like us. God is all encompassing.
If there are multiple roads, God Himself doesn't know which way you are going to go, and that makes Him not all knowing.
You have to disqualify.
He knows every.
He don't.
Either he knows or he doesn't. Either he knows or he doesn't. And if he doesn't know, you have to disqualify God from being all-knowing. You have to take that attribute from him. If he don't know what door you're going to go through, he's not all-knowing. You have to disqualify God from being all-knowing.
God Himself doesn't know which way you are going to go, and that makes Him not all-knowing.
He knows every.
He don't.
And he does. Hold on. God knows every ending and every beginning of any road that you choose. The choice is yours to choose. You have the free will to choose, but God knows the beginning and ending of choice A to choice Z. Whichever route you go, whichever choice you make, God knows the beginning and ending of all things. The choice is yours, though.
So listen. So I say, hey, Smile. I say, Mills, come see me. I say, okay, it's 3 different roads. You pick which one to come see me on. Okay.
Okay.
Do you know that every road is going to lead you to me?
Yes. So essentially, in that scenario, you know that every road is going to lead to you. Yes.
But it's not.
Why wouldn't it? If you said that,
hey, you guys, I'm getting ready to bring this live to an end where I'm reaching like the 2-hour mark. But I just put the link in the chat. Watch the rest of this. I think Tukay is cooking right now. You know what I'm saying? And I think these believers are scrambling. They're scrambling, trying to, come up with answers. And again, to the Sister Harrison, this is what it sounds like when you're a thinker, when you're thinking and you don't just believe. Thinking and religion do not go hand in hand. I'm gonna let them cook for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna end this.
There's 3 roads, and there's 3 different ways.
I say, come see me, and it's 3 different roads. You got to pitch for it.
Okay.
Do you know that this road all the way to the right is gonna bring you to me? Yes or no?
See,
do you know? Yes or no?
I don't understand the question.
You don't have to understand the question, just like you don't understand God. Do you know if you take the road that's immediately to the right, do you know that road is going to bring you to me?
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it.
Yeah, man, this is how I get when you can't answer them questions. This is how I get when you can't answer them questions, man.
Yes or no? Can you guarantee you that road gonna bring you to me?
Let's, for the sake of conversation, no.
No, right. Okay. And you don't know that the road gonna bring you to me because there's 2 more options, correct?
Okay. Yes.
If God got 3 roads and he say travel down, pick a road, then that means that God don't know which way you gonna go.
Wait. Why? Okay, so let me.
He don't know.
Wait. I don't know, right? I don't know. You don't know.
He don't know.
Wait. Hold on real quick, because I answered you, right? I don't know. You don't know. We're human and we're transfixed. We only could be at one place at one time. God is omnipresent, omnipotent, and omnipotent.
See, and this is what I'm talking about. You got, like he said earlier, you got to pick a struggle, bro. Because earlier you just told me that we were gods. Earlier, when you were scraping and scrambling, you told us that we were gods. Now you're saying we're humans. Which one is it? Pick a struggle, bro. Pick a struggle. Are we humans or are we gods? See, I be listening. I'm gonna pick apart, yo. I'm gonna pick you apart. Earlier, you told us we was humans. 2K tried to tell you, I don't look at y'all as gods. I look at y'all as humans. You tried to tell 2K, no, y'all, we're gods. That brother's a god. That brother's a god. 2K said, no, I look at you niggas as humans. I don't look at y'all as gods. Now, in your talking, you say we're humans. Humans don't have the same attributes as gods. Figure it out. Which one is it? Which one is it, Mr. Believer, sir?
That means that God don't know which way you gonna go.
Wait, why? Okay, so let me.
He don't know.
Wait. I don't know, right? I don't know. You don't know.
He don't know.
Wait, hold on real quick, because I answered you, right? I don't know. You don't know. We're human and we're transfixed. We only could be at one place at one time. God is omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient.
See,
and
I'm sorry. So I gotta dive in on that. Because if we were gods, bro, now you're limiting us. You're limiting our abilities if we're gods. This is why I don't entertain the God concept. I don't be entertaining that God concept. I don't entertain that shit.
And he say, travel down, pick a road. That means that God don't know which way you gonna go.
Wait. Okay, so let me.
He don't know.
Wait. I don't know, right? I don't know. You don't know.
He don't know.
Wait. Hold on real quick, because I answered you, right? I don't know. You don't know. We're human and we're transfixed. We only could be at one place at one time. God is omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient and omnipotent. So that means that he's everywhere at once and he's all knowing and all encompassing. So at the end of the day, because of that, yeah, he knows everything that you did on your journey. He knows everything I did on my journey, and he knows all the things in between, and he knows all the scenarios in between which way we could have went. That's just the power of God. He's much more than you, and he's much more than me. I don't know, but God does.
Okay.
What say you, man?
Hey, man, like I said, cause this religion got a way to make.
That's what is a scary. And I'm gonna let 2K have the last word on this. It's sad because I ain't gonna lie to you. As intelligent, this came to me one day and it scared me. As intelligent as I know my dad is, in this reality realm that we live in, as intelligent of a man that I know my dad is, it hurts to watch when he talk this religion stuff. And it's like, how can you not see this nonsense? This is nonsense. And how does your common sense just go out the window, man? Like, and it was at that moment that I had that thought, and it scared me. Like, yo, it's a lot of very smart people walking this earth, but lose all common sense when it comes to religion. And it's sad. And it's sad. And I'm gonna end this there. But for those of you who are yourself, continue to think for yourself. Think for yourself. There is nothing wrong with you thinking for yourself. There is nothing wrong with you questioning these belief systems, because that's all they are belief systems. Somebody created these belief systems and got you believing in them. Don't let nobody make you feel bad for thinking for yourself. I totally agree with 2K on these videos. And I would have to say, you know, as harsh as it may sound, the delusion is real when it comes to religion. That being said, I'm about to get out of here, man. Y'all be cool.
Goliath the GOAT.
Hey. Sunshine on me. Sunshine on me. Hey, it's the rain. It go come. You can't run. The sunshine on me. Let it shine on me. Hey, still put down in the bottle. Just for the old days, I go and spend every dollar. Grandma just needed a doctor. I try to fix everything cause I know I'm the product. It really ain't that many options. You got it or don't, or just know a person who got it. You try to get rich for they bury your body. He driving the limit, he want a Bugatti. Can't go to the block cause it hot as a tie. Get caught over here and they try to demolish. Capital One, like what's in your pocket. He just put a shiesty mask on his noggin. You know what that mean, it's time for robbing. That switch ain't from granted, that one for a car. He horse Ralph Lawrence, he want a Ferrari. He live for today, he ain't sure for tomorrow. The sunshine on me. Sunshine on me. Hey, it's the rain. It go come. You can't run. The sunshine on me. Let it shine on me. Hey, still hit the block in the hood. Just for a cardio, he'll go stand in the woods. He really just needed a push. Switch on the back of the gun, he ain't come off a bush. Before he go 6 feet, gotta be up. He dreaming about Hellcat robbers and stuff. To tell you the truth, he'll rob you for one with a Nike 10 face, man. How about he dump you? Your pockets on stick, man, hungry for chrome. My diamonds still hit, I ain't up in the sun. If you cut off my finger, just leave me my thumb. I'ma find a way to count up me some money. He only got one shot, probably go done. I'm a young black millionaire, come out the country. Got diamonds on me in my pocket, your money. All the green in the spot, you would think it's a jungle. The sunshine on me. Sunshine on me. Hey, it's the rain.